Marquez Valdez-Scantling called for the OPI. That is such a soft call. Are you kidding me with that call? So it takes away a big gain from Pittsburgh and forces a third and very long. It's clear what the NFL wants, people. It's clear what they want. Empty for Rodgers. Is this just a little dump off to Darnell? Yep, that's what they do. Quick throw to Darnell, and he's going to try and fight forward. It'll be 4th down and 5 after a gain of 11.
Second 3 now to the game, technically speaking. Now, is there a flag on the play? Rodgers indicating it's on Cleveland. Are the Steelers going to get a break here? Stefanski's wondering what's up. Let's see what the call is here. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct on Cleveland, taunting. Rayshon Jenkins, the safety. So, hey, man, maybe the refs are playing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The OPI call was bullshit, all right? So Rayshon is getting in the face of Darnell Washington, clapping at him. That's kind of a soft call, if I'm being honest. But, hey, the OPI was a soft call. I thought MVS played that perfectly, avoiding the contact on the rub. So, all's well as ends well. The Steelers get the first down they deserve. And they'll go heavy personnel here on 1st down and 10. MVS and Thielen, the 2 receivers. Rodgers will take the snap, toss play to the left to Warren. He's trying to look for a cutback lane. He'll pick up a decent 5-yard gain here. 2nd down and 5. All right, now we got to take that momentum here. Let's go. Go score here. Even if it's just a field goal, get this back within a 1-score deficit. Defense get a stop. Offense put another good drive together and get this boulder rolling, all right? 2nd down and 5. Myles Garrett's not in the game. This might be a good opportunity to take a shot. Rodgers in the shotgun, Warren the back. He'll take the snap. He's looking. Rodgers will dump it off to Darnell. He's going to lower the shoulder, and he's going to pick up 4. It'll be 3rd down and 1 coming up. And now Darnell looking like he's in some pain. Staying in the huddle. It looks like he's hurting a little bit. Do they maybe go tush push? They bring on Roman Wilson. Connor Hayward is in, but they are going to go shotgun here in a condensed formation. 3rd down and 1, Rodgers. Now they bring Hayward under center. They're going to snap it to him, and they're going to roll out to the right. There goes Hayward. He's got some room to the 40, to the 30. Hurdles a man. Not really, but he gets out of bounds for a big gain and another wrinkle to the Hayward Steel City shove. And the Steelers will get deep into Cleveland territory. Everybody expecting the tush push there. Some good blocking on the exterior, and Hayward takes this all the way down to the Cleveland 22. I love the Steel City shove, man. I love it. I love the wrinkles that Arthur Smith gives us.
Kind of like a toss option, too. Like the pitch option back to Warren.
Just a great call by Arthur Smith. 1st down and 10 here. Just outside the Prize Picks red zone. I think Rodgers has to call timeout. I think Rodgers is trying to get the ref to give him more time. And he's asking, please reset the clock. And he's getting an explanation from the referee. So Steelers will use their first timeout. By the way, we got a super chat that we'll have to that we will catch up on here momentarily. We're just 25 subscribers away from giving away a free raffle entry, and we're 75 likes away. We got over 4,100 Yinzers in this chat right now. Steelers in position to get back within striking distance after a nightmare start to this game, down 10-0 in Cleveland. But now the Steelers knocking on the door of Cleveland's red zone here. Where did Hayward go out of bounds? So now they're up at the 22-yard line. Under center is Rodgers. He'll send Thielen in motion left to right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gainwell, trying to knife his way through a hole, and he'll pick up 3. Second down and 7. Now inside the Prize Picks Red Zone, download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS, get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Rodgers in the shotgun. 3 receiver set, takes the snap. Rodgers looking, nothing there. Now he's going to dump it off to Gainwell. He's going to be brought down for a loss of 8. Way behind the line of scrimmage. And Muth couldn't hold his block on Devin Bush, the former Steeler. It'll be 3rd and forever. You just got to protect the points at all costs here if you're the Steelers. Probably have a check down option. And if they can make a guy miss and pick up a first down, great. But that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Not a great first for the Steelers, man. 10-0 Browns. But the Steelers are in field goal range for Chris Boswell. We'll have a 3rd and 13 upcoming. Now, I don't know what it is, Ponzi, but I'm honestly not too worried at this point in the game, just because, take away a couple of just weird mistakes by the Steelers defense, and, we're fine. And you get a field goal here, you're back within striking distance. I trust the Steelers defense to get a stop or two, force a turnover or two over the course of this ball game. Still got 3 more quarters, guys. All right, we still got 3 more quarters. It's not the start that you want. But, it's certainly far from being over here in Cleveland. $2 from Smootest Buddhist says we knew this would happen. We were hoping it wouldn't happen, but unfortunately it has happened, Smootest.
Yeah, we're plus with the 2.
Says we had a 4-game lead over Baltimore at one point. We did. We had a 2-game advantage heading into this week, with 2 games left to go. So if we lose both of those division leads, that's going to be
conversations will be had.
I don't even know if they will, honestly. I think Tomlin for sure gets another season. Even if they lose these last 2 games and they miss the playoffs, I think Tomlin comes back for another season. $10 from Adam Shipley says, F the Cleveland Steamers. I'm right there with you, Adam. You are in on the raffle today, by the way. And then we got a $50 super chat from Darth Sean Bang! Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Darth Sean says, can our defense get their heads out of their asses? Let's go, Steelers. Right there with you, man. Our safety duo has let us down early in this game. Chuck Clark allowing that big completion early in the drive, and then Fannin, or Duggar, I should say, just missing what could have been just a lollipop interception for him. If he just puts his eyes on the football instead of Fannin, he can intercept that football pretty easily. That's not a good throw from Shadur Sanders. It's a bad throw. But it ends up being a touchdown because of the Steelers' stupidity.
LMAO, the Browns just hit 67,000. All their chat went crazy.
What's that?
The Browns hit 67,000 and their chat went crazy.
No way. That's funny. 3rd and 14 here for Rodgers and the Steelers. You just got to protect points at all costs here. No turnovers, no sacks. They go empty with Rodgers. He takes the snap. He's looking for the quick dump-off option to Gainwell, and it's dropped, incomplete. Thrown behind Gainwell, so it's going to be 4th and 14. Boswell will come on to kick the field goal.
I think if Gainwell had caught that, he probably would have been tackled for a loss anyway.
All right, Boswell, who missed a field goal last week from 44, kicks up. It's curving in and good. It looked like it was going to be a miss, but the wind took it to the right. Boswell makes it, and it's a one-score ball game again. Back within striking distance. Now it's about the defense holding strong here. Ant Dollar with a 2 says, does Pepper suck or something? Why doesn't he play? I don't know why Mike Tomlin and Taylor Lawson have such a hard-on for Chuck Clark, but they do. Dude, there's a reason why you traded for Kyle Duggar. Oh, by the way, Waitman bobbled the snap. Steelers extremely lucky that is a good field goal. And that's the thing about these weather games, Ponzi, is that weather can be a great equalizer. We saw that last year in Cleveland when it was a blizzard.
Tomlin going, whoo.
Yeah, that was very close to being a disaster, man.
That could have really turned the tide.
Seth Huerta with a 2 says, calling a Peyton Wilson interception soon. Hope you're right, my friend. That'd be great.
Sanders does throw the ball into turnover-worthy plays, so could have had one with Harold Fannin, but
still got a lot of game left to go, guys, and I still trust this Steelers team to come out with the win. If anything, that 10-0 start woke this team up a little bit. Hopefully, it just woke them up a little bit. And now they're ready to go. Obviously, you would have loved to have them start the game better, but now we're back within striking distance, and the kick is away. They're going to put this out of the back of the end zone. It's going to be knee down, and Shedeur and the Browns will start this drive at the 35. Come on, defense. We need to stop, man. We need to stop, man. Let's go. It's only one spot in the AFC playoff picture that is up for grabs at this point, and it is the AFC North Division Championship. It'll either be the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Baltimore Ravens. Steelers win today or next week, they win it. If the Steelers lose and Baltimore wins next week, Baltimore will win it. They'll start this drive under center in a condensed formation. Play action, Sanders looking, throwing over the middle, and it's going to be caught. Tight coverage from Asante Samuel, but Judy makes the catch. And a gain of 12 or 13. Another decent chunk by Cleveland. First down, Browns. Indianapolis up by 10 versus Jacksonville in Indianapolis right now. And now first down and 10 for Cleveland, already approaching midfield. So they've got another condensed formation. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Sanders. It's going to be brought down close to the line of scrimmage. Good play by Patrick Queen. Quarterback of the defense, as Mike Tomlin likes to put it, the green dot of this Steelers unit. Makes a nice play. It'll be second down and 10. Honestly, right now, the issue is not stopping the run for Pittsburgh. It's stopping the pass. And now Carson Schlesinger, last defensive drive, he's dealing with an injury right here. He's currently on the bike, but he looks like he's in some pain. Maybe the defensive rookie of the year this year for Cleveland. They go empty with Shedeur here with 2 receivers on second down and 10. Takes the snap. Shedeur looking. He throws over the middle. It's going to be caught by Judy again. Another play over the middle and another big gain. Shedeur absolutely dicing up the Steelers' defense in this game so far. Steelers once again playing cover 2, and he layers that football nicely in between Ramsey and Harrison in the soft spot. And that's a beautiful throw from Shedeur in the elements. First down and 10. Cleveland already back in Pittsburgh territory at their 37. Got to get a stop here at this set of downs. Play action again. Sanders looking, gets it to the screen. Sampson, he's going to be thrown down. Good play by Patrick Queen again on a first down and a loss of 2 for the Browns. Good pursuit by Queenie. By the way, Darnell Washington officially questionable to return in this game with a forearm injury. That might be we want to talk about DK Metcalf missing him. Darnell Washington is one of the biggest X factors on the Steelers offense. That's one of the most important players the Steelers have. So hopefully he's going to be okay. Empty formation here on second down and 11. Shedeur takes the snap. He's looking, pressure up the middle. Now pressure behind. Sack him, and they do. Do they get the football? Alex Highsmith's trying to say he's got the ball, and he does have it, but they're going to say Shedeur was down. He got close to back to the line of scrimmage, though, so it's going to be about third down and 11, but a sack for Alex Highsmith. Keanu Benson also got a nice pressure. Dude, I saw that ball come out. This might be something where Tomlin might want to take a look here. Third down and 12, takes the snap. Shedeur looking. He's going to dump it off, and it's kind of a weird play. 2 guys in the same area. Flag on the play, though. And I think this might give Cleveland another opportunity. It's going to be false start, I think. False start on Cleveland, so it would have been fourth down and long. They would have had the punt. Instead, they get a chance to replay third down.
You can take a more depth look at this, I think, because of the false start. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think because they ran a play, you're not allowed to challenge it. Third down and 17. Big play here. Cleveland trying to at least get into field goal attempt range. Takes the snap. Sanders looking. He's got a pocket. Now he steps up. Now he's going to look to run. And he is going to be hit hard by Cam Hayward at the 34. And now Shedeur gets up flexing, and it's fourth down and 7. What is he doing? It's fourth down and 7, dog. Now, will they think about going for this here? I think they're going to kick the field goal to try and go up by 2 scores. It's low percentage fourth down if they go for it. Let's see what they do, though. No, they go out there. Big play here for the Steelers defense. They go empty with Shedeur. They're going to put their faith in their rookie. Let's get off the field here. Come on. Sanders takes the snap. Steelers send 5-man pressure. He throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Any flags? No flags. Steelers take over. Inaccurate throw from Shedeur Sanders. Yes. Steelers football with excellent field position and a chance to tie this football game. That ball was clearly affected by the rain. I think that's an idiotic decision.
I get the weather is bad.
I get.
But he just drilled one.
Dude, that was an awful throw from Shedeur.
Like, honestly.
Big stop for Pittsburgh. Now a chance to drive down the field here and cut this lead even further. Let's go.
Really take away their lead. I mean,
touchdown would be great here. Touchdown here would be great. Got to take advantage, man. Yeah, dude. Running for 12 yards or whatever it was on third and whatever, and it gets up flexing. What a joke Shedeur Sanders is, dude.
Dude.
I'm so glad he plays for them and not for us. I'm sorry, man.
Well, you would have had perfect timing?
Like, dude, all these wobblers that he's throwing today.
I mean, I get it's raining.
You want that to be your quarterback in the AFC North for the next decade plus? I get that it's raining, but you got to play in the rain in the AFC North, man. It's part of the deal.
Yeah. So Darnell in the locker.
Darnell is in the locker room with a forearm injury. Honestly, Ponzi, I think Darnell Washington is like a top 3 most important offensive player for the Steelers. I think Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, and Darnell Washington are the 3 most important individual players on the Steelers offense.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily the best at their given positions. They're the most important, though, in my opinion. Because Darnell Washington provides something nobody else on this team can, which is that giant size and athleticism and blocking ability as well. Like, you can't replace that.
Like, I don't even know, man. Like,
and you're already down DK. You're another one of your more important players. It's just, you're going to have to make do, man, against a really good defense here in Cleveland. $2 versus from Lake Havasu, so let's go defense, pick 6. At least you got some sort of turnover there. $5 from Justin Gordon, says, damn, Jack, 12s, well below NFL average arm strength, bombed us for 40 yards.
I don't know if you're thinking 40 yards is an impressive throw.
Well, honestly, arm strength is more shown in those line drive throws into tight windows, not necessarily deep down the field. He does have a below average NFL arm. That's just a fact, Justin. It's just a fact. That was just bad coverage from Chuck Clark. He can throw it 40 yards. Great. From shotgun, he's going to hand it off to Jalen Warren. Makes a couple-man miss, and a good start to this drive for Pittsburgh. Warren gets them into Cleveland territory already. First and Steelers. Jalen Warren, slippery on this wet day in Cleveland. Pause. First down and 10 now. Oh, never mind. They got to around midfield, not past. So right around midfield at the Pittsburgh 49. They go I formation here. Rodgers will take the snap and toss it to Warren up the middle. He's going to try and find his way through, and he'll pick up about 4. Second down and 6. Hopefully, Darnell, that injury isn't anything super serious that'll keep him out for any playoff games, because he'll be a big part of your offensive effort when and if you can make the playoffs. In empty formation here. Trips left, doubles to the right. Rodgers cans the play at the line of scrimmage. He'll take the snap. Rodgers looking. He will throw throw to MVS on the go, and it's incomplete. Not the best throw from Rodgers. Left it a little bit inside to MVS. It'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming. They tried to go on the fade, and I just don't think Rodgers put that exactly where he wanted to. And almost caught it. Hit the fingertips of MVS. He might have been able to catch that if he had a little bit more concentration. Would have been a nice big gain to put them into field goal range again. But instead, 3rd down and 6. And they'll go empty with Rodgers again. He's got trips to the right. 2 to the left. Takes the snap, looking to the left. Now throws. Back shoulder, and it hits Adam Thielen in the chest, and he drops it. Incomplete. And that's usually DK's responsibility right there on the outside, that back shoulder ball, and that's where the Steelers miss DK Metcalf. Now, that's just good coverage from Campbell as well. He had his arm in there. Tough to expect Thielen to come down with that. That's just great coverage from Campbell. But now that forces a punt from Pittsburgh. Now we'll ask the defense to hold strong again. Waitman will boot this away. Doesn't look like a great punt. It's a short punt. Gets a Steelers bounce, and now it's going to be marked down at the 16. So long field here for Cleveland, but the last time they punted it and gave them a long field, they went right down our throats for a touchdown. So big drive coming up here. Steelers defense got to provide us another opportunity, but that one is a wasted opportunity right there on not a 3-and-out, but a pretty quick drive for Pittsburgh. Darth Sean with a 10 says, flexing like he thinks he is his daddy, LOL. And trust me, man, his daddy wouldn't flex when he just ran to force a 4th down and 7. That's hilarious. All right, man. Before we get into this next drive, let's have a word from our sponsor here at Prize Picks. And it is officially the holiday season, guys. And in my opinion, it's the best time of the year to be a sports fan. Whether it's bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes, it's all happening all at once. And while all that action's happening, there's one place where it feels so good to be right, and that is Prize Picks. Prize Picks is super simple to play. Just pick more than or less than and at least 2 player stat projections. And if you get your picks right, you could cash in. My favorite feature about Prize Picks is how you play is up to you. If you want a little bit more flexibility, you can choose the flex play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you're feeling particularly strong about your lineup and want a bigger payout, you can go for the power play. No matter how you play, though, Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test and make some money. That is, if you know ball. Right now, Ponzi, this is our Prize Picks lineup. Not terrible so far. You got to get Gainwell going a little bit. Well, we took the more for rushing yards on Jalen Warren. He's already up to 29. Took the more on receiving yards for Kenny Gainwell. He doesn't have a catch. And then Shadur Sanders, what's that? -8 receiving yards for Kenny Gainwell. So we got some catching up to do there. And then we took the more on passing yards for Shadur Sanders. He's already up to 128. So that one's looking good. So download the Prize Picks app on your phone if you haven't already for free today. And use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. All right, we are back in Cleveland. This would be a great time to get your first turnover of the day if you're Pittsburgh. By the way, we are raffling off a signed mini helmet by Mean Joe Green at the end of today's show. $10 gets you into that raffle, $20 gets you 3 tickets, and $50 gets you 10. And right now, man, I think you're definitely feeling the loss of DK Metcalf. 3 pass attempts to Steelers receivers, all 3. Now, Cam Hayward on the sideline? Is he just taking a rest here? First down and 10 for Cleveland. Got Jeremiah Moon and Jack Sawyer or Nick Herbig out there as the edge rushers. Under center for Shadur. He'll take the snap. He will hand it off to Sampson, and he'll pick up about 3. Good tackle by Chuck Clark there. Second down and 7. But yeah, man, you're definitely missing DK and Darnell. Heavy formation for Cleveland, just one receiver out wide to the right. Wing formation under center for Sanders. He'll hand it off. And it will be another small gain by Sampson, but it will set up 3rd down and manageable. About 3rd down and 4, so this will be a 3rd down and pass situation for Cleveland. Chance to force a 3 and out here. Big play. Chance to get off the field quickly. Darnell Washington has been downgraded to out for the rest of this game. So you're going to be without 2 of maybe your most important pass catchers on the team in DK Metcalf and Darnell Washington for the rest of this game against a legitimately good defense. Empty here for Shadur. He takes the snap on 3rd and 4. He's looking over the middle. Wide open caught. It's going to be first down. Isaiah Bond, the rookie out of Texas, on the crosser. Good poise by Shadur. Steelers' second-level defenders playing zone and protecting the sticks creates that opening in the intermediate level of the field, and a great throw by Shadur. Puts it right on Bond. And then he gets all the way to the 38. Big first down for Sanders. Wing formation again from under center for Shadur. He's going to go play action. Stepping up. Sanders looking to run now. He's going to make one guy miss, and he'll pick up about 4 on the run up the middle. They're going to say he got 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 upcoming. Come on, defense. Got 6 minutes to go to halftime. Steelers will get the ball to start the second half. The goal, at the very bare minimum, is to not be down by 2 scores heading into the locker room. You want to have a chance to tie the game with your first possession in the second half, or maybe even take a lead. Shotgun here for Shedeur. He's looking to throw quickly. Throws in the middle, and it's caught by Jeudy. Another good play from Shedeur Sanders. And it's going to be another first down for Cleveland, man. Even though there's been some wobblers in this game from Shedeur, for the most part, man, he's executing the offense at a pretty high level. And especially over the middle of the field, they have been able to get some nice chunks. And now they're in Pittsburgh's side of the field. They go empty with Shedeur here. He'll take the snap. He's looking. Pressure getting to him. Now he throws, bobbles in the air. It's intercepted by Jack Sawyer. Taking it the other way to the 40. Cuts inside to the 30. And a huge play for Pittsburgh. Right on time. Perfect timing. And the Steelers take over on the Browns 30. Let's go. Yes. Alex Highsmith on the edge. Hits Shedeur's blind side, and then Nick Herbig, I believe, tipped it up in the air. No, that's Logan Lee was the one that tipped it up in the air, and it goes right to Jack Sawyer. Huge break for Pittsburgh, and now a chance to tie this football game with a touchdown just 30 yards away. Let's go. Let's go, man. Huge play, right when you needed it, right when Cleveland was driving. Steelers will start at the 31-yard line on the Browns side of the field. They'll be in the I formation. Play action, roll out to the right. Rodgers, nothing there. Dumps it off to Hayward. Now he's going to try to make one man miss. He cannot. It's a loss of 3 or 4. Nothing open downfield for Pittsburgh. He's second down and 13. Nifty play by Rodgers to avoid the sack on Isaiah McGuire, but not enough juice from Hayward, who was in to block. Good awareness from Hayward to be ready for that, but turned a potential 8-yard loss to just a 3-yard loss. It'll be second down and 13. Shotgun for Rodgers. He's got a wide bunch out to the left. He'll take the snap and hand it off to Warren up the middle, and he'll pick up a decent chunk here, about 7 or 8. Be third down and somewhat manageable here for Pittsburgh. Schlesinger is back out there, by the way, but it looks like he is he's definitely not 100%. Needs somebody on the Steelers receiving core to step up. Somebody. Anybody. The only guy that's really stepped up in any capacity was Scotty Miller on that fade route today, and it didn't count. So here we go, third down and 7 inside the Browns 30, trying to keep this drive alive and avoid the 3 and out. Shotgun for Rodgers. He'll take the snap. He's looking, stepping up in the pocket. Now he's going to look to run, and he slides probably short, and he's pissed at the spot. It's going to be 4th down and 1 coming up, and let's see what the Steelers decide to do. So Rodgers trying to pick it up. If he falls forward, if he dives forward, this is a first down, but because he's given himself up with the slide, he's a yard short, and they're going to go for this. Timeout Steelers. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds, they want to make sure they get into the right play. They were out there in the tush-push formation, and this is a long one. I don't know if you're going to be able to get this, especially without Darnell pushing Connor Hayward. Like I said, man, the missing Darnell Washington is... Yeah. Are they... He's not challenging this, is he? No, he's not. So 4th down and 1, they're going for this. It's just a matter of what they do. It's kind of a long 1 yard, though. So here we go. Looks like they won't be doing tush push here. They've got the weighty down guy, Scotty Miller, in there. Big play here for Pittsburgh. If they don't get this, Cleveland will have the ball with a chance to drive and end the half up 2 scores. Steelers get this, and they're in empty, by the way. They're going to trust Rodgers here. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to throw towards the end zone, and he overshoots Scotty Miller, incomplete. So the Steelers waste a golden opportunity. Tried to go to Scotty Miller, and it's just an overthrow from Rodgers. So Steelers defense will be asked to get another stop here. And the Steelers can only stop the clock one more time. Now, they do get the 2-minute warning, so if you can get a 3-and-out here, you can theoretically have a chance to go on a 2-minute drill. But with the way the Steelers are throwing the football, man, I mean, Rodgers is just 4 of 9 for 13 yards in this game. And, you know, you can definitely feel the impact of not having DK Metcalf and Darnell Washington out there. And I don't understand the decision from Rodgers, because he definitely has multiple plays in the pocket and he's got multiple options. Why he's deciding to go to Scotty Miller, who has like 4 catches on the entire season. I get that he made a couple good plays last week, but in hindsight here, throwing up an all-for-nothing touchdown heave to the end zone on a 4th and 1 when you've got 2 really good running backs, it doesn't make sense to me. First of all, Rodgers slides feet first, which means that he's short of the sticks on that 3rd down play. And then on 4th down and 1, he's chucking up, you know, a go ball to like a 5'11" receiver in Scotty Miller. It just seems like that is such a low percentage play right there. And you completely waste an opportunity. And, you know, with Darnell and DK out for this game, who knows how many opportunities you're going to have to score points in this game against a good Browns defense. I don't know, man. $5 from Justin says a loss and missing the playoffs will land on Khan's complete neglect to the wide receiver 2. These have not been cutting it without DK, and we knew it. I can't say that you're wrong here, Justin. It's been a pretty piss-poor performance from the passing game to this point. You just don't have anybody that can command the respect of an opposing team and their safeties. Excuse me. First down and 10 here. Browns will start in a 2-receiver set, 1 on each side with 2 tight ends. Play action for Shedeur. He's looking. He's got a clean pocket. Now he throws to the outside. It's going to be almost intercepted. Nick Herbig had a pick 6 in his hands, and he dropped it. Gotta be kidding me. That is like, what, the 3rd turnover-worthy throw from Shedeur today? That is a pick 6 made to order for Nick Herbig, and he dropped it. It's literally right in his hands. You can't drop that, bro. The Steelers have just had opportunity after opportunity in this game. And now 2nd down and 10. Shedeur takes the snap. He's looking. He throws, and it's going to be blown up immediately. But after a gain of 4, Chuck Clark with good instincts there. It'll be 3rd down and pass coming up. God, man, what an awful football game for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this one so far. A chance to seize the division against a 3-12 football team. And you're just opportunity after opportunity. You have an opportunity to get an interception. Instead, Kyle Duggar misses it, and they get a touchdown off of it. That's a 7-point swing right there. 7-point swing, had an opportunity for a pick 6, and you drop it. All right, 4th down and 1, a chance to keep that drive alive or just kick a field goal. That's at least a 3-point swing right there. That's 17 points the Steelers have left or given to the Cleveland Browns in this game already in the first half. Go fucking take this, guys. They're playing almost like they're scared. They're like scared of losing the game. That's what they're playing like right now. And the thing is, they're still very much in contention here. If you get a stop here, you can go down with a 2-minute drill. And we've seen this Steelers offense get going at the end of the second quarter the last 2 weeks. Remember, even with DK and Darnell, this offense sucked for most of the first half in both of the last 2 games. And then they got going. So if you get a stop here, you get an opportunity to do that. But you got to stop with a stop, or you got to start with a stop here. Shotgun here for Shedeur. Trips left. He'll take the snap. Shedeur looking. He's going to throw short of the sticks. Jeudy trying to get there. He's going to be stopped short. About 2 yards short. And I don't think Cleveland's going to risk going for this. It goes down to the 2-minute warning. Obviously, the Steelers have no timeouts. At 4th and 2, they're going to punt, and the Steelers will have a chance at a 2-minute drill to finish this half. Jesus, man. So many missed opportunities in this first half. Like right now, if you count all the opportunities that the Steelers have left on the table, this game should be 13-3 Steelers. At the very least. At the very most, 17-3 Steelers. Instead, you're down 7 points. And you're down your number one wide receiver. You're down your number one tight end. There isn't a single receiver on the Steelers with a reception in this game in the first half. There's only 4 catches in total. Darnell Washington, who's out for the rest of the game, has 2 of them. Kenny Gainwell has 1 for -6 yards, and then Jonnu Smith has 1 for 4 yards. Steelers have had some bad first halves offensively, Ponzi. From the passing game perspective, this one's probably the worst. And by the way, I'm not even, it's Ant Dollarsign's asking, where's Roman Wilson? He's not out there. Scotty Miller is the wide receiver 3 today. $5 from Interstellar Reaper says Tomlin calls a timeout for Arthur Smith to call a pass play to Miller on 4th and 1. Do you realize how stupid that makes Mike Tomlin look? Well, here's the thing, man. Tomlin isn't saying we're calling this to throw it to the end zone, or at least I don't think, unless that was the case. I think what's happening is he's saying, all right, we don't want to do tush-push here without Darnell Washington, so they ask Aaron Rodgers, what do you want to do? I want to go spread. And, I mean, this is Rodgers' offense, man. Like, Rodgers is the one that's deciding these things. And then I'm guessing Art probably gives him 2 plays. Gives him a run option to motion his running back next to him and then run the ball, or pass it. He chose the pass option, and then he probably has a number of options, obviously, in the passing option, and Rodgers decided that option, to throw down the field to Scotty Miller. So I don't blame Mike Tomlin at all for that. I blame Aaron Rodgers for making that decision, because it's his offense, plain and simply. He's the one making the decisions up there. The buck stops with him, because he's the one that has full control at the line of scrimmage. So I don't blame Mike Tomlin at all for that. Fourth down and 2, Cleveland punting. 2 minutes left to go in the half. Punts away. And this is going to be fielded by Scotty Miller around the 13. He's going to scamper his way past the 20 to around the 23-yard line, which is where the Steelers will take over. And listen, man, even a field goal here, I'm okay with, just because you get the ball to start the second half. You have a chance to go and take the lead with your first possession in the second half. Defense, after giving up 2 scoring drives to start the game, has held strong here these last couple drives. They've gotten turnover. Forced a 3 and out there, and they're providing an opportunity here for Aaron Rodgers and company to get hot. This is exactly the point, by the way, where the Steelers' offense has gotten hot the last 2 weeks. See what they do here. Shotgun for Rodgers, trips left. Rodgers looking. Pressure on him. He's going to dump it off to Kenny Gainwell, and he is going to try and find a lane. Can he get out of bounds? No, he's brought down inbounds after a gain of maybe 1.5 yards. But there's an injury for a Brown. It's Schlesinger. Is the clock going to stop? So Schlesinger gets up, but he is limping heavily. If you're Rodgers, you have to target him. You have to target him. Cleveland should use a timeout. They're not going to. Shotgun Rodgers. He's going to throw slant. And that's caught by Marquez Valdes-Scantling for a first down. Or no first down. They're going to say 9-yard pickup. No timeouts. It'll be 3rd down and 1 coming up. About a minute left to go in the half. Got to pick it up. Rodgers from the shotgun. He takes the snap. He's looking for the quick option. Dumps it off to Kenny. Almost drops it, but he catches it. Gets down to the 40. Clock is going to continue to tick. Got to have a downfield shot of some variety here. Oh, Gainwell almost dropped this thing at the end. Almost fumbled it. Oh, that was MVS. Shotgun for Rodgers. Takes the snap. He's looking quickly. He's going to dump it off to Gainwell again. And he's going to pick up around 10, but the clock will continue to tick. Spike, 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 spike. 30 seconds left to go. And they're going to spike it. So they're at the 49-yard line. 26 seconds to go. No timeouts. You need one more downfield shot to put you in field goal attempt range. Now Rodgers, quick snap. Did he get the flag? I don't think so. He's going to throw in the middle of the field. Beautifully thrown to Freiermuth, and he did get the 12-man. Great play by Rodgers to catch them substituting. Now Rodgers screaming at the Steelers sideline for some reason. The flag on the play. Let's see what it is. But the Steelers are in Chris Boswell field goal range, and Schlesinger is really limping out there right now. I don't know how the Browns don't take him out. He is barely moving.
He might be better than their backups, even hobbled.
Offside on Cleveland. So it wasn't 12 men. It was a guy offside. So good job by Rodgers. And then there's two. Oh, so it was too many men on the field and offside on Cleveland. Both are declined. At first down Steelers. And it stops the clock. 18 seconds left to go. Beautifully layered football over the middle of the field. Over Carson Schlesinger, by the way. Good job by Rodgers to target Schlesinger's zone and find Pat Freiermuth. And they're going to put a couple more seconds on the clock, too. 22 seconds. And Schlesinger's still out there. Rodgers needs to target him. Wherever Schlesinger is guarding, that's where Rodgers must throw the football here. Shotgun for Rodgers, trips left. Now they motion Gainwell out to form an empty formation. Takes the snap. Rodgers looking. Steps up, throws towards the sideline. Incomplete. Just threw it away. 2nd down and 10. 17 seconds left in the half. Steelers are at the Browns' 28-yard line. Could we see them take a shot to the end zone? I don't know, dude. Who are you trusting in a 50-50 ball situation? Maybe MVS, but maybe Muth. Boswell on the sideline, ready to kick at a moment's notice. Shotgun here, and he's got to be ready for the fire drill with 17 seconds to go. They get him offside. Myles Garrett's offside, and they're going to say neutral zone infraction. And Rodgers can't believe they're not going to let him play it out. Rodgers wanted the free play. They blew it dead. What the fuck? They're saying false start on the Steelers. You've got to be kidding me. Are they right? Can we see a replay, please? Watching it live, it looked like they got Myles Garrett to jump. Where is the false start? By the way, those 5 yards is going to make the field goal attempt a 50-plus yarder. But now they're going to dump it off to Thielen on 2nd and 15 now. Clock is running down. 10 seconds to go. It's a 3rd down, so they can spike it. Rodgers will spike it with 4 seconds to go, and they'll kick the field goal. So a successful 2-minute drill for Pittsburgh. But it just sucks because I don't think any Steelers players jumped. They got Myles Garrett offside, and they called a false start on the Steelers. That would have been a free shot to the end zone, Ponzi. Instead, you have to hope that Chris Boswell can make a longer field goal. I mean, it's not that long. It's 40 yards, but it is in inclement conditions. Timeout, Cleveland. Can't take him with them into the half, so they're going to ice Chris Boswell. A field goal here would make it a 4-point game with the Steelers getting the ball to start the second half with a chance to either make it a 1-point ball game or to take the lead with a touchdown. A miss means that the Steelers would be down 7 and would have a chance to tie it with a touchdown to start the second half. And in a half where the Steelers have left so many points on the board and have gifted points to Cleveland, can they get 3 more here to finish the first half of football in the city of rock and roll? The kick is up, it's curving, but it is good. Boswell nails it. That'll end the first half. 10-6, Cleveland leads at halftime, and the Steelers will get the ball to start the second half. They will be without DK Metcalf, obviously, who is suspended for the last 2 games of the regular season. Tomlin trying to get an explanation from the referees as to why they called false start on Pittsburgh.
I mean, I didn't see the jump at all.
I didn't see a jump. All I saw was Myles Garrett biting on the hard play action or the hard count from Rodgers. But nope, we need to set up a Steelers-Ravens playoff game next week because it'll do good for our ratings. Well, this is the breakdown of the first half. Steelers were able to force a takeaway. They weren't able to do anything with it, unfortunately. And I still feel like the Steelers are the better football team, Ponzi. It's just they've left so many opportunities out there on the field there in that first half. You could have gotten an interception on the play that was a touchdown for the Browns. Yes. Kyle Duggar just makes a terrible play, and it ends up falling into the lap of Harold Fannin. You obviously get that big turnover, putting you at the Browns' 30-yard line. That should have given you at least 3 points. You end up with nothing.
I mean,
you dropped a pick 6 made to order.
Literally right there in the oven.
Like that's 17 points left on the field just in the first half. 17 points. Yeah. The Steelers should be in full control of this ball game right now. It should be at the very least 16-3. At the very least. If anything, it could be 20-3 right now if the Steelers would have scored a touchdown off of the interception.
One of those things too is that, like, if there's any positive from this, at least it's close.
Yeah, the positive is you're only down 4. All right, the positive is you're only down 4. But man, something tells me this is going to be another nail biter here, Ponzi.
And I definitely think the Steelers have been a better second half team.
Yeah, no question.
As of late.
And by the way, the offense did get going there a little bit at the end, just like they did in the last drive of the first half in each of their last 2 games. And the first drive of the second half has been really successful for Pittsburgh over the last 2 weeks. So hopefully it's more of the same there.
And I just don't know. Like, especially there's just been some weird plays from Rodgers recently in this game. Like, the 4th down of 1 shot. Like, come on. We just need 1 yard.
Going back shoulder to Adam Thielen. Like, that's not what you do with Adam Thielen. Go back shoulder. Like, that's just not what you do.
And, like, even then, like, the 3rd down shot, which is Metcalf's play of, like, the back shoulder play at the sticks, like, I understand that play is money, but, like, it's not Metcalf. Thielen's good, but he's not Metcalf.
Yeah, and if you're going to throw a timing route like that, I would rather have it be with MVS than Thielen.
Yeah.
Just because you do have that chemistry between him and Rodgers. So
it even like it's not a play calling thing. It's like the personnel. What are we doing with the personnel here? Like, get Booth involved. Get
Yeah.
MVS involved.
I honestly think Muth is going to have to be a big part of the second half effort because he's honestly one of your better receivers right now.
Yeah.
He's one of your better receivers. And honestly, I would think about playing Roman Wilson more. I mean, Roman has barely played in this first half. You're playing Scotty Miller more.
Like 2 for 8 on third down. Like,
Jesus, I just watched the Cleveland touchdown back again. It's so bad, dude. How does Duggar not get his eyes up for the football?
at least knock the ball down.
Like, dude, the Steelers could be at 3 interceptions in the first half. Instead, they're at 1, and they didn't even score off of that turnover.
Yeah.
Just the opportunities that this defense has left on the table. And I get, man, the defense has played better. The defense has played better after those first 2 drives, and they've helped keep this team in the game. And here's the thing, though, Ponzi. I don't even necessarily blame Rodgers for the for the regression this week because, you know, part of it is his fault. Like, some of the poor decisions he's made on certain routes that he's throwing to, they're his fault. And he's had some missteps in terms of accuracy in this game, but it is cold. It is rainy out there. And we've seen Shedeur have inaccurate throws as well. So I don't think in like a clear weather football game, Rodgers is going to make some of the accuracy mistakes that he's made in this game. And when we get hopefully DK and Darnell back for the postseason, if we make it, I think that, you know, what we've seen from the Steelers offense the last 3 weeks is going to be more reflective of what we've seen from them in this game. Because in this game, guys, I like to say that there's the 3 most important players, all right? The most important players. Not necessarily the best, but the 3 most important players for the Steelers offense are Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, DK Metcalf as your number 1 receiver, and Darnell Washington. Those are the 3 kind of irreplaceable players in the Steelers offense. You're without 2 of them right now, and you're going up against a really good defense.
Yeah.
So that's what scares me about this game, is that you're down 2 of some of your most important players on the entire offensive unit. Now, the good news is the run game's going a little bit. You're at 73 yards rushing. Jaylen Warren is up to 35 yards on 6 carries. But, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know if the unless you get some really big runs like you had last week in Detroit, I don't know if it's going to be good enough.
Yeah, I mean, like,
something tells me this is going to be a very low-scoring and very close football game at the end of it.
I think it's AFC North football, and we both know this. Like, would you like to have just run away with this game and then you have the AFC North all locked up? Yes, but it's just not going to happen. And of course, there have been some tic-tacky calls, of course, with the false start at the end of the half right there. Like.
Man, I just watched Rodgers' throw from the all-22 angle, that last one to Muth. Beautiful layered football right there. Hopefully that drive gets them going a little bit of positive momentum. They got the field goal, and hopefully they can come out in this second half and take this lead for good. All right, hopefully they can get a touchdown here, get that touchdown on the board, take control of this game, and then the defense can dominate in the second half. That's the hope.
Because it's not like Shador's been, like...
I think Shadeur's been okay.
Yeah,
I think
he hasn't been a world beater.
I think Shadeur's been about as good as you would have expected, but he's had 3 turnover-worthy throws in this game. At least 3. And he's only thrown 1 interception. So, like, that he's fortunate that half was not worse for him. But we got a $50 Venmo from David Hirschbang. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Shout out to David Hirsch with a $50 Venmo, and he says, "Let's get this shit together." And that's Rad Doctor, by the way. David Hirsch is Rad Doctor.
And that puts us over the top
For
5:39 now.
Oh, let's go. All right, let's get the gong out. Hopefully this gets us some positive momentum heading into half. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Believe that locks in our second raffle as well.
Yes, it does. We'll be giving away an F the Browns t-shirt along with our signed Mean Joe Green mini helmet. So if you guys want to get in on the raffle today, you guys can Put in a $10 donation to get a raffle ticket. $20 gets you 3 tickets plus the Gong Squad. $50 you get or you get 10 tickets, not 50 tickets, 10 tickets. And then if you guys donate via Venmo or PayPal, you guys actually get to double your raffle entries at Jack Berry on Venmo, at Captain Jackrabbit on PayPal. So 2 tickets for a $10 Venmo, 6 raffle tickets for a $20 Venmo, and 20 tickets for a $50 Venmo. And because we just passed $500 on today's stream, we're going to be raffling off an F the Browns t-shirt. Last night we raffled off an F the Ravens t-shirt. And tonight we'll be raffling off an F the Browns t-shirt along with our autographed mini helmet signed by Mean Joe Green.
We want to take a look at some of the scores around the league.
Sounds good. Seahawks and